Hey guys, Anish Majumdar here, career coach to the fiercely ambitious. And the topic of this week has really focused around keeping you guys safe, keeping you guys aware of the sometimes shady practices that go on amongst employers, company hiring, and as an employee of companies. And I believe it's truly, truly important. You know, one of the greatest books I ever read, if you haven't read it, The Gift of Fear by Gavin de Becker, phenomenal book, talks a lot about the importance of trusting your intuition, you know, listening to that little voice inside. And one of the big things that really pissed me off as a career coach is there is such a BS veneer of morality amongst companies and employers. And frankly, they will engage in all sorts of shady practices, including gaslighting, which is what I'm going to be focusing this video around today. And if no one talks about it, it's that much harder for you to trust your intuition, right? It's that much harder for you to say, oh, something is rotten in the state of Denmark, I got to get the hell out of here. Or if you're experiencing this within the hiring process, I'm never going to get into it to begin with, okay? Being prepared, understanding this will keep you safer, will allow you to move with greater confidence and power through wherever your career takes you, okay? Whether as a job seeker, whether as an employer, because guess what? A lot of times companies that start out great, they become gaslighters. They engage in this kind of deceptive behavior, and it is very important if you're currently experiencing this that you understand what the signs are that you should be looking for. So let's talk about some of these, and I'm going to reference some of my notes as well, okay? Number one, okay, they tell blatant lies. Okay, that means you're looking at memos, you're looking at priorities, you know that's not the truth. You know that there's multiple people who know that there are multiple obvious ways in which that cannot be true. We could not have had this much growth when I know all of these things on the ground about how operations went. We could not have this much retention of staff when I've literally lost 20% of my team. It does not happen. When they're engaging in blatant lies and promoting it without a hint of anyone disagreeing or controversy, it's an issue, okay? Here's another one, okay? They deny things that were true just a little while ago. Just a short time ago, that was dogma. And now it is absolutely verboten. You know what I mean? We cannot speak of it. It becomes like the Voldemort of the office, you know? Everybody knows that happened. Everybody knows there was a shift in power or there was a major shift. But now they act like, even if you might even have proof, they act like it doesn't exist, okay? A big, big issue, okay? Look, gaslighting is intentional manipulation. All right, whether it happens in a boss, whether it happens on a company level, whether it happens on a relationship level, the person doing it knows what they're doing, okay? A company is never blind enough or stupid enough to engage in multiple forms of this behavior and not know what they're doing. Somewhere up on top, they made a decision that says the negative costs of engaging in gaslighting are nothing compared to the positives of doing it, so we're gonna do it. It's happening for sure on purpose, okay? Let's talk about a few others, okay? And that's why it's so important to be aware of this. If you're in hiring and you're in a second discussion or a third discussion with someone who's going to be your boss, and you bring up something that happened, oh no, that didn't happen, or no, we never talked about that, we never spoke about that. Really be aware of that. That is gaslighting right there that's going on, okay? Okay, here's another one. They use what is most important to you as a kind of ammunition. Gee, George, I know we spoke about the salary range we were talking about there, but, times are rough out there. And, you told me how much your family needs to get out of there, right? You told me exactly you guys need to be in that schooling district, and we can certainly do that, I would hope if I was a committed dad that I would focus on what is truly important, and not get too hung up on the money or things like that, which can change over time. That's manipulation, right? That's me basically getting away with something late stage and trying to pawn it off by making you feel bad about X or making you feel bad about Y. I'm using the information that I know that you might be a family man, that you might be a great father, a great dad, or whatever other priority that's there, and I'm holding that like a carrot so I can take something else away, okay? If you see that happening, a lot of times within a company, they will use things that they know about you as an excuse for you to do more work, to give up things, to act in a manner that goes against your ethics and integrity. And they'll bring up something as though your integrity is on the line if you don't do it, okay? This is something you really have to be aware of, okay? This kind of manipulation is something you've got to get away from as soon as possible. They wear you down over time, right? Repetition over and over and over and over and over and over again, pushing your personal line of comfort. You know, you've been at a company for multiple years. Now you've never felt as shady. That is not happening by accident, okay? They are pushing the line for you, right? They turn that heat up slowly so that you don't notice that you're in a pot that's bubbling over, okay? Here's another one for you, okay? They are not afraid to engage in intentional confusion. You know, your direct reports don't really know what you're up to. You don't know what they're up to. They don't know what they're up to, right? And everyone's challenging. Everyone's worried. Everyone's trying to get on the same page. Why? Why is that happening? Especially if it wasn't happening before, right? Why are they throwing this into the mix? To distract, to deflect from something else that they don't want you to see, okay? They will engage in politics and power games. They will try to tell you everyone else is a liar. They will try to tell you people who you thought were friends and allies are not your friends and allies. They're the friends and allies that you really need. They're going to talk bad. They're going to talk shady about other people. And they're going to tell you, I'm the friend that you've got, or I'm the friend that you need, or you need to take this action to prove your loyalty, okay? This is all signs, okay, of someone or a company that is engaging in this type of negative gaslighting behavior, okay? And you've got to be aware of it. If you see it in hiring, head for the hills without a second thought. If you are seeing it in your company and you're seeing multiple markers like this pop up, please know now is the time to really consider taking a big step away, okay? People right now, companies right now, they have never been more receptive to new hires, new quality people who can solve high-level problems. If that's you, you should get the heck out of there. Have those conversations. Start building those bridges, right? Start getting your brand and positioning where it needs to be, you know? And if you want to take the masterclass that I've put together that will show you exactly those 5 steps that my clients are using to get out of the job search trap quickly, forever, and generate easily high-level opportunities over and over and over again on their terms, where you need to go is helloanish.com. I've also got other videos, career trainings that you can take, okay? But do not ignore these signs. Do not ignore that they are recurring. And now you can't say that you weren't aware, all right? Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. Keep hustling. Keep moving forward, all right? Talk to you soon.